What's poppin'? It's Maniac. Y'all asked the questions and here's the answers. If y'all want more content like this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. I don't have very many inspirations in music. What got me into music was Lil Wayne, because that's where I'm from, Prodigy, Busta Rhymes, and then my biggest influence is Dennis, because I relate to him the most. My favorite album is Gift and a Curse by Dennis, just because me and him have so many similarities coming up into music, and that's who I grew up listening to the most out of anybody. So this little troll, he's not better than me. Some aspects he can be. I feel like intricate rhyme schemes, he got the better hand on me in some parts. I could do it. I don't like doing it all the time. But yeah, me and Layman got this one project coming out. It's a duet album. Y'all gonna want to check it out. I wouldn't say he's better than me, because we're identical but also different. It also depends what you want to listen to. I don't really know how to explain it, because like I said, we're similar but different. So no, this little troll ain't better than me. I don't really sound like him. If I sound like anybody else, I sound like my dad, like to the T. I think that I get this flack because of the nasaliness in my voice. You gotta look at it like a big spectrum. You can't look at it as, oh, you sound like this one individual. I believe a lot of white people sound the same. I believe a lot of the black people sound the same. A lot of Mexicans sound the same. You gotta look at it as a whole. It's not, I'm trying to sound like him. It's just how I naturally sound. I'm not gonna sound exactly like him. Now there are some bits and parts where it's like, okay, that does sound like him, but like I say, you gotta look at it like a whole spectrum. I don't necessarily have a favorite food, but if I had to choose, it'd be Chinese. I don't know if you're asking for a specific dish, but if I had to choose the cuisine, it'd be Chinese. I'm 5'8", short as shit. I remember doing music when I was 12, but my dad remembers me doing it when I was 9. So if we're basing it off of what my dad remembers, so I don't really remember too much of my childhood, 18 years, that's a long fucking time. Into a label, no. As an independent, yes, because it is business plan I have in mind that I can see the vision. I just got to do it, and that starts in January. But as far as the labels go, I don't really see that route going. I have catchy songs, but I've had labels tell me this is, if they've said this word for word, if I wanted to listen to Eminem, I would have went and listened to Eminem because of the similarity in the voice. But that ties back to the last question of why do I sound like him? Like I say, you got to look at it like a big spectrum. So if me sounding like the top selling artist is such a big problem, I don't understand it. Let me make you some money, but they don't look at it like that. That's a good question. I actually explained this in my last video on the Real Maniac channel called Adios. I was just explaining why I did it. But in the gist of terms was, it's a marketing strategy that I had in mind. I grew a beard. Like, I never had a beard up until I started rebranding. I have the image. The aggressive rap is what I do. And I mean, what rapper is a Viking? So let me run with it. Why not? Aside from the project me and Layman are doing, I was working on an EP, but I decided to opt out of it. I still have the tracks, and I'm gonna release them as singles, but at the moment, I don't have anything. I have a few ideas of mine, but the route that I'm going, not for a while, other than, like I said, the track that not the track, but the project I'm doing with Layman. It's not really a song, it's more of a freestyle, but it's in the song format, kind of. It's Eminem's Despicable Freestyle. I believe that is his best verse that he's ever. That's his personal opinion. I don't have a favorite, but if I had to choose, it'd probably be I Miss Y'all. Um, Mainly because it sticks so close to my heart. And when I was writing it, to me, it sounded like really corny, really cheesy. But whenever I finally finished the track and got it mixed and everything, that was like it just came out fantastic. I believe that's probably my best song. That's a good question. Um, I mainly do that for marketing strategy. Most people and YouTube will even tell you what your how long people listen to your stuff. So like most people listen to a track, at least my stuff, like a minute and 30 on average. That's just the average amount. That's not everybody. So I stick to the 2 minute 30-second mark, maybe 3 minutes, just because it creates that replay value. It's not too long to where it's just dragging on. I have longer songs, but like I said, it's all I want the replay value. I want you to listen to it over and over. So that's my answer for that. I actually mix all of my own stuff. I also do the mastering. So if anybody that's an artist that's watching this and you need mixing and mastering, I mean it's gonna cost you a dollar, but you know, send it on over. I give you the quality you need for half the price that industry's gonna charge. I have a few in mind that I want to do, but the problem with it is because I'm a dad now, is like the time frames. I work overnight. My lady works during the day, so I'm home with the baby, being dad, doing dad things, and like I said, it's hard to do it. I have in mind what I want to do. Will it be done in the time frame that I want to do it? Maybe not, but worst case scenario is I'll release a booth recording of me just rapping into the microphone. And some people will say that's lazy, but it's better than just slapping up some audio. So I used to have a lot of problems with like writer's block. I even took a 3-year break at one point. And I discovered recently, within this year, it's not necessarily having writer's block. Sometimes it's just the instrumental. I've discovered sometimes that I'll lose feeling for the instrumental that I'm using, and then I'll go find another one. I'll write to the new one, have same tempo, but it's that feeling. Though the problem is like for me, it was always losing that feeling of that beat. I need to go find something similar so I can stay on topic. So that was my problem, was the instrumental. So in order for me to solve it, I just went and found a new one. Should be able to find everything on Maniac The Viking on all platforms. Now, if you're trying to find my old music at the moment, it's on the Real Maniac YouTube page. But some of those songs I'm gonna be redoing, remastering, and everything. That way, it's up to par with my new stuff. So, Maniac The Viking should be everywhere. I have 3 songs currently out on all platforms. My favorite microphone out of the ones that I've used is the AT4040, which is this one. The one that I want is the Sony C80, just because it's half the price of the Neumann, and yeah, to me it sounds better. But if I had to choose, it'd be between Sony C80 and the Neumann TLM 103, one of those two. Just making sure my son has what he needs and he's happy. I mean, what more could I ask for? 5 years. I'm hoping in a house, some nice cars, some big booty bitches with my wife. No, I'm just joking. But married, 3 kids probably, and house, either doing music full time, just making enough money. I don't want to be famous. I do want some money, just pass it on over. You know what I'm saying? But that, or I'll be trucking. Right now I'm driving box trucks, so I'll probably driving an 18 wheeler if I don't do the music route full time. I always plan on doing it part time, but hopefully full time. So we'll see within the next 5 years.
Bonus question.
Oh Lord.
Why do you look like Kratos?
Why do I look like Kratos? I don't know. I'm bald and I have a beard, and I'm pasty white. That's my answer. All right then.